directly caused doubt, and she has created mischief, knowing that it would damage the royal family, which would show a level of spite and malice that is truly not only sick, but evil. And the alternative is that she didn't give birth to those children.
No, for example, the whole description she does of the Portland hospital, the birth, that was completely fabricated. We all know the first interview was given to CBS. We all know that she never intended to go to the Portland hospital. She intended to have the baby at home. We know that they deceived the public about the birth data and time of the whole event.
They need to prove that those children, Meghan and Harry, are not entitled to privacy in this matter. And their privacy is trumped by our right to know that no bastard is going to sit on the throne of this country.
Well, for a start, the only time that I've come back to the UK is sadly for funerals or court cases.
Children are born to people who have them of their body. Children are born for people who have them through surrogacy arrangements or through adoption.
Well, I don't mind if they sue as long as they lose. And so far, thank goodness, they've lost. But I think that Meghan, if she sues, she won't want to appear in court being cross-examined by my barrister. So it's best if she doesn't sue.
Obviously, she is a person who controls the narrative. She controls people. She ghosts people like her father or the royal family when she doesn't like them. She's a very determined woman, and she thought she could cut me off, and she failed.
Have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle finally had enough? Because if the rumors coming out of Crown City are even half true, this could be the legal showdown that changes everything. For years, the internet has been obsessed with one question, one rumor, one controversy that simply refuses to die. Every time people thought the story was over, it came roaring back louder than before. Commentators debated it. Bloggers dissected it. Social media practically turned it into a full-time job. But now things may have gone from online gossip to courtroom warfare. According to explosive reports circulating across multiple media outlets, Prince Harry has allegedly filed a lawsuit against two of his most outspoken critics, Tom Bower and Lady Colin Campbell. And the reason? DNA test allegations that have fueled speculation, controversy, and endless debate for years. But here's where things get interesting. Why now? Why after years of interviews, books, podcasts, documentaries, panel discussions, anonymous sources, leaked claims, and enough conspiracy theories to fill an entire streaming platform? What suddenly changed? Did Tom Bower uncover something new? Did Lady Colin Campbell go too far this time? Or is Prince Harry preparing a legal counterattack designed to silence critics once and for all? And if a lawsuit has really been filed, what happens next? Will secret documents emerge? Will witnesses be called? Will private family matters suddenly become public record? Or could this entire battle unleash a chain reaction that nobody saw coming? Because tonight, we're diving into the claims, the accusations, the alleged legal threats, the mysterious sources, and the growing controversy surrounding one of the most talked about disputes in recent royal history. Buckle up. This story gets stranger, messier, and far more dramatic than anyone expected. The news broke at exactly 3:17 a.m. Crown City time. And for a moment, even the most aggressive gossip accounts on the internet didn't believe it. It looked like another fake screenshot, another edited headline, another recycled rumor designed to farm attention. But then the legal filings started circulating, and suddenly the story stopped being a whisper and became a siren. Prince Harry has allegedly initiated legal proceedings against Tom Bower and Lady Colin Campbell over what insiders are calling sustained and damaging DNA test allegations. And if that phrase sounds dramatic, that's because it is. In the world of crown politics and media warfare, this is not just another defamation claim. This is a direct strike at two of the most controversial voices who have spent years dissecting, questioning, and publicly challenging the most sensitive parts of Harry's personal life. For years, Tom Bower has built his reputation as the so-called investigative biographer, who claims to dig where others refuse to look. His supporters call him fearless. His critics call him reckless. And somewhere in between sits a long trail of interviews, books, and public appearances where he has repeatedly hinted at inconsistencies, hidden details, and unexplained gaps in the official narrative surrounding the royal household. Lady Colin Campbell, on the other hand, has positioned herself as the aristocratic commentator who says what others allegedly whisper behind closed doors. Known for her sharp tone and even sharper interpretations, she has never hesitated to step into controversy. Whether on broadcast panels or private interviews that later go viral, she has consistently raised questions that ignite immediate backlash from royal supporters and legal experts alike. Together, the two have formed an unlikely but powerful media storm. And for years, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have mostly responded with silence, occasionally issuing carefully worded statements dismissing claims as baseless speculation. But silence, as it turns out, has a limit. According to sources close to the situation, what triggered the lawsuit was not a single statement, but what is being described as a coordinated escalation. Over the past several months, both Tom Bower and Lady Colin Campbell allegedly made repeated references to DNA testing, hereditary legitimacy, and private medical records in ways that palace insiders claim crossed from commentary into accusation. At first, it was subtle. A suggestion here, a question there, a carefully phrased line in a book that raised eyebrows but avoided direct claims. Then it intensified. Podcast appearances began framing the issue as an unanswered question. Online discussions amplified it. Clips went viral. And soon, the narrative took on a life of its own. What makes this situation even more explosive is the timing. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle had recently been attempting what royal analysts described as a soft rebranding phase, focusing on privacy, family stability, and stepping back from public confrontation. The expectation inside Crown circles was simple. The storm was fading. Instead, it escalated. Insiders claim the final breaking point came after a recent broadcast where Lady Colin Campbell allegedly referenced unresolved biological questions that the public has a right to examine, a statement that quickly spread across social platforms and was interpreted by many as a direct challenge to the legitimacy of long-standing assumptions about the royal lineage. Within hours, hashtags began trending. Commentators split into two camps. One side demanded transparency and accused the royal household of overreaction. The other condemned what they saw as a deliberate attempt to drag private children into public controversy for entertainment and profit. Behind closed doors, according to unnamed sources, the reaction inside Kensington Palace was described as controlled fury. Not loud, not public, but deeply strategic. Legal teams were reportedly instructed to compile months of material, including transcripts, publications, and broadcast segments linked to both Tom Bower and Lady Colin Campbell. And now, that preparation has allegedly culminated in formal legal action. The lawsuit itself, while not fully public in detail, is said to revolve around claims of sustained defamation, invasion of privacy, and what legal advisors are reportedly calling reputational destabilization through speculative biological assertions. In simpler terms, the allegation is that repeated public discussion of DNA testing and lineage questions has gone beyond commentary and entered the territory of personal harm. But as expected, neither Tom Bower nor Lady Colin Campbell have backed down. Within hours of the news breaking, Tom Bower posted a brief but pointed message suggesting he welcomes discovery and transparency in court, a statement many interpreted as a signal that he intends to fight the case aggressively rather than settle quietly. Lady Colin Campbell, meanwhile, issued no formal response but was later quoted by associates as saying she stands by every question she has ever raised. And that is where the tension now sits. A legal battle forming on one side, defiant commentary on the other, and a public caught somewhere in between, once again forced into a story that refuses to stay contained. What makes this different from previous disputes is not just the subject matter, but the shift in tone. For years, this was framed as media speculation. Now it is framed as legal confrontation. And that changes everything. Because once a case like this enters the courtroom system, it is no longer controlled by commentary, documentaries, or public opinion threads. It becomes evidence, testimony, cross-examination, and discovery. Every statement made publicly can potentially be examined in detail, Every claim may require substantiation.